guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a full face makeup on myself. I haven't received any comments on what you guys want to see, so I'm kind of just going to do somewhat natural look with some natural colors today. I'm also going to kind of go over some more stuff that I have in here that I didn't go over in my last video with you guys, just to kind of give you some more information about more products that I do use on an occasional basis. So I know I promised you guys that for the Ultra HD foundation that I was going to show you and tell you guys what the actual number is that I have from N117. That number is now Y245. That is what I use on myself. Again, it's the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation. I am going to use the rest of my N117 today just to use that up since I have not opened this one and started using this one yet. It is the same exact shade, so why open something that I don't really need? Again, I have my mermaid brush set ready for use today, as promised in my last video, as well as my Harry Potter brush set that I got for my birthday. Again, so excited to try these with you guys today and can't wait to see how they work. Alright, so here we go. This is my brush set. A little mixture of Makeup Forever brushes as well as, again, my Makeup Designory brushes. I do have some paint brushes from Michaels. Now these are great when you want to do like bats for Halloween, or you want to do like snowmen on your eyes for Christmas, or little designs like that. Those are great for doing those little designs because you can get the really, really fine tip ones. I do have a little vanity mirror here with a light on as well. I got this from Costco. Kind of looks like this. Really, really cool. They've got a really magnifying one on this side and kind of just a regular one on this side, but it does work very well for doing your makeup if you don't have great lighting in your bathroom or your house. So generally, first what I like to start off with is I like to start off with my primer. So again, like I said, the first one I have is step 1. It's my hydrating primer. I like to put this stuff on the back of my hand when I apply it. I don't usually apply the primer onto a palette before putting them on my face because I don't need to. I'm not doing it on another person. I'm not sharing my tools with anybody but myself. So I'm gonna take a brush. It looks like this. It is a foundation brush. I'm gonna put a little bit on and I'm gonna lightly apply everywhere. Now a little bit goes a very, very long way, so you don't need a whole lot. Excuse my weird faces when I do my makeup. I do like to make very strange faces. It's pretty natural for us when we do our makeup. Again, applying this to my lids. Under my chin. And that's how you apply your primer. Now you are going to use the same brush for your foundation, but I'll get to that in a later part of this video. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to apply my concealer. Now my concealer I'm going to apply in 2 completely different steps. The first part of this concealer, it's going to go on my lids, my red spots around my nose. Now I did just find out that Makeup Forever came out with a high definition Ultra HD full cover concealer that goes very well with the Ultra HD foundation. I don't have it. I am going to finish using this before I order the other one, but I am going to order the other one next time I reorder my makeup for myself. So again, brush like this. This is considered a concealer brush. I'm going to apply it to all of my red spots. Now I like to apply them in the form of dots and letting them sit there until I get them everywhere that I want them to be, and then I will blend them in. So again, around your nose. This is not for everybody, but for somebody like me who has a lot of redness around my nose, I do like to cover that. Again, other side of your nose. Now, I like to use brushes over sponges. There are some people that love to use sponges instead. Everybody is different. Everybody has a different technique. Learn what fits best for you. Learn what works best for you. Not every technique is going to work for every single person. Some techniques are going to work for others. while other techniques are not going to work for others. That is okay. So the next place I'm going to apply it is my lid. So I have a lot of redness in my eye on my lids. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my full cover concealer. Now again, as I stated in my last video, you can use a regular eye primer, but it's not a necessity. It's not necessary. Again, this just works for me. It also takes a lot of the redness out of my eye, so I can apply any color to my lid and make it still look really beautiful. Again, a little bit goes a very, very long way. You don't need a lot of this. This is the full cover concealer from Makeup Forever that I discussed with you guys last time. Now I'm gonna go through where I put the dots all over my red spots and I'm gonna blend those in. And as you can see, it masks all of my blemishes, all my red spots, and it brings out my good features. My next step is to apply my eyeshadow. So again, as I discussed, I'm gonna use some new stuff that I haven't discussed with you that I do have in my kit for my personal kit use. This palette is called the Naked 2 palette. Now the Naked 2 palette is beautiful because it's a lot of natural colors. It's a lot of shimmers. It comes with an awesome brush. It has not only the shadow brush at the end, as we discussed, but at the other end it has a crease brush. So that first brush that I'm gonna use, as we discussed last time, the official Hogwarts brush and the Gryffindor brush are great for crease. Remember, one is gonna give you that round crease, one is gonna give you that angle crease. Today I am going to use the round crease. Now you might be asking yourself, why is she using Snakebite? When you're doing your crease, you want a little bit of a darker color. If you want something more natural, you go a little bit lighter. If you want something darker, you go a little bit more dark. A great way to apply your crease, close one eye, hold the skin tight, take your brush as if it's a paintbrush, and you're gonna lightly feather in the corner of your eye, and I'm gonna bring it all the way over. I also like to keep the darkest part on the outside of my eye corner. Now I'm not going to use the official Hogwarts one today because I already have the desired look on my eye that I want for my crease. Again, this is not a full natural look. This is going to be as natural to what I like as possible, just because I have not received any ideas on what you guys want to see. But this is the Gryffindor brush. This is going to give you that angle shape for your eye. This is not going to give you this rounded look that I have right now. I was considering using Chopper, but I am going to use Half Baked today. Now Half Baked is gorgeous. It's a natural color with a lot of shimmer. Where I'm going to apply this color is going to be on my lid, on the top of my lid. Now you might be asking yourself, why is she applying the lighter color to the top of her lid? Gives your eye more dimension. In this case, it's giving me a natural smoky eye. Now I'm gonna go take my Gryffindor brush back and I'm gonna blend where I just put the lid color. Take this little brush. This is my Makeup Designory brush. This brush is number 300. With this brush, I am going to apply Foxy to my brow bone underneath my brow. Now applying the color under your brow bone will give you a little bit of a highlight depending on how light you go with your colors, or it'll give you more of a natural look as to what I'm trying to go for right now. So the next thing I'm going to apply again is my full cover concealer under my eyes. Going to apply a little bit on my hand. Again, as discussed, a little bit goes a very long way. Again, I will take my concealer brush and I will apply under my eye. Now why am I doing this now? When you use dark colors on your eye, you create what's called fallout. If you put the concealer on or any foundation on before you do your eyes and you have fallout, chances of your under eyes looking black or looking like they have some kind of color on them are very high. And what are we trying to do? We are trying to take away our dark circles, not add to them. know it's boring watching somebody else do their makeup, but how many makeup tutorials actually talk you step by step on what is used for what and why it's used for it? How many makeup artists actually get on a video to show you how to do their makeup and haven't already applied their foundation? The next thing I'm going to put on is my Ultra HD foundation from Makeup Forever that we discussed last time. I did add and attach the links to everything I've discussed with you guys on my last video. Again, remember you're taking your foundation brush with your foundation on it. You can use a sponge, whatever works best for you, but I like to use a brush. I'm going to apply it. You never want to apply going up. You always want to apply going down. Why is this? Everybody that you know has some kind of peach fuzz or vellus hair on their face. Now it may look like I'm doing this because I'm doing it so fast. I am just 1, 2. Going to apply it over the concealer that I put under my eye just to add some added coverage. For somebody that like me, I love full, complete coverage. Again, if there's any specific looks that you want to see, please feel free to comment below and I'd be happy to get those looks out to you as best as I can. This Makeup Forever brush set that I have and the Makeup Designory brush sets can both be purchased online, once again, through the links that I attached to my last video. Why we do it under our chins. This is to ensure that you have blending. The next step after applying all of your foundation is your compact or your loose powder. Again, for me, I use the Pro Finish 117. For me, I like to use the little sponge that comes with it to apply and set. Applying a powder foundation makes your skin seem super smooth. Now, what's the next step? Do we do our eyebrows? Do we do our eyeliner? Do we do our cheeks? Really, that is up to you. There's no specific order that you have to do anything in. Again, you can do your foundation first, then your eyes. Again, I'm somebody that loves to do my eyes first and then do my foundation, just due to fallout. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually do a contour so you guys can kind of see what my contours look like. For my contours, again, I love to use the Sculpting palette. The Sculpting palette actually looks different now. It's a circle. The upper half is the highlight and the bottom half is the bronzer, probably so that if you use a circle brush, you can just apply it. You'll take your circle brush, you would do this or this, and you would just apply it. Or you can buy your bronzer and your highlighter completely separately. You don't have to buy the actual sculpting kit if you don't like the 2-in-1. Now the brush that I'm going to use to apply this, as we went over, again, Makeup Designory, this brush number is 700. This is an angle contour brush. Now there's 2 ways to do it. You can either feel for your cheekbones, or you can look like a fish and apply. Now, why do you start up here? You start up here because this is where the darkest area is, and you blend. If you're somebody that has a very round face like me, applying it under your chin is going to take away from that roundness, especially in your photos. If If you follow my Instagram and you see photos of me and you wonder why I look the way I do and why I don't look like I have a super round face, it's because of the contour. Even on my most natural days, you will never see me without a contour. I'm gonna take this brush. It's called the C106 Pointed Dome. I'm gonna circle it in my highlight and I'm going to apply right here. Now, yes, I do have two highlighters. This is just my base highlighter. The next thing I'm going to apply is my Sculpting blush number 20. So this is the blush brush that I use. This is Makeup Designory's brush number 710. I love this brush for blush because you put it on one side, you put it flat against your cheek, and you circle down, circle up, circle down, circle up. Lately, I've been pretty lazy during the days. I don't get enough sleep. I don't like to wake up. Again, this is how much I like to use. You can go more pink, you can go less pink. I just like to use this amount. By the way, everybody, I have a special announcement to make. I am adding a little furry friend companion to my household, and he will be in my videos starting probably next week. As far as furry friend is concerned, I'm going to be more of a hairless fur baby mama. His name is Lucifer. He has his own Instagram page. Please follow it. His Instagram page is Lucifer Gray. Anyway, back on my subject of makeup. The next step after your blush is my favorite highlighter. What did we discuss, guys? Jeffree Star Cosmetics. So I'm gonna take this brush. This is my Makeup Forever professional brush. This is brush number 156. This is like a blush brush that I just showed you, only I use this for my highlighter. I'm gonna take my brush and I'm going to apply from here to here. And I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side, from here to here. I'm going to take my C106 Pointed Dome brush, as discussed earlier, and I'm going to blend it so it does not look like a hard line. Now I am going to go back to my Urban Decay Naked 2 palette. I'm going to open this up and we're going to use the Blackout color. I am going to take, as I discussed with you guys, I like small angle brushes for my eyebrows, as well as applying my winged eyeliner with a brush before I set it with my liquid or gel eyeliner. So before I do my eyebrows, I am going to take this brush. Now this is an actual eyebrow pencil. This pencil is number 274 from Makeup Forever. I am going to groom my eyebrows before applying the powder. Take your brush, dip it in the black, and apply like so. Now some like it softer, some like it less dark, and some like it the way I do. You can use a brow gel, you can use a pencil. Again, I'm going to take that same brush and we are going to line my winged liner. Now, why do I like to do this? Because it really helps with getting the correct shape and being able to erase it if you need to. Again, this brush is Makeup Designory. It's number 210. This is a small angle brush. As we discussed, there's multiple different sizes of angle brushes that you can use. There's thick or large ones, there's small thick ones, there's small ones, and then there's tiny ones that are made for brows. I like to use this one just more fluffy. Everybody's different as far as what they like. So in order to apply your eyeliner, you want to take it, if you're doing a wing, I learned the easiest way is to take it from the bottom corner of your eye and go up toward the tail of your eyebrow. Now that's not for everybody. Please keep in mind that everybody's eye shape is different. But as you can see, this one's more this way and this one's more this way, so I'm going to erase this one. And as you can see, powder's very easy to erase. So now that I've got my lines, I'm gonna fill them in. I'm gonna take from the top corner where it's most pointy and I'm gonna go down into my lid, and I will fill that in. Now that that's applied, I'm going to take my famous Kat Von D tattoo liner. I'm going to shake it very, very well, and we're going to apply to seal the eyeliner. Now, if these are too many steps for you as far as doing your eyeliner, you can just use your liquid or your gel, but this is going to guarantee that you get that perfect line and wing. Now my next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my little pencil. I'm going to take my Aqua XL eye pencil. I'm going to do my waterline. My waterline I'm going to pull down. Now this tickles, so please be aware. This may take a few times for you to get used to, and it might make you blink a lot. As discussed in my last video, these are Ardell lashes. I love to use these on my brides. I love to use these on myself. They'll get you a few uses. You can buy these from Sephora, Ulta, Sally's Beauty Supply, any of those that I just named. These are the Demi Wispies or the Demi Pixies like I told you that I loved. Highly recommend these. Very natural, but will still give you that awesome, beautiful lift to your lashes. So usually I love to apply a drop shadow as I discussed with you guys in my last video. So let's do it. Now this is the eyeliner pencil brush. So this is going to be great for drop shadows, as I've told you before. So with a drop shadow, you always want to go the outer corner of your eye to a little bit, about halfway into the inner of your eye. You don't ever want to go into the other corner unless you're going for that super dramatic, basically goth and punk style look. Now when somebody says natural makeup, do your makeup natural? For me, this is natural. When I do my brides, I don't do nearly as much as this. You want to be careful when it comes to doing brides if you are a makeup artist. You don't want to do too much. You don't want them to not feel like themselves. If I have a little bit of makeup on that's a lot less than this, chances of me feeling weird are very high. I don't like having minimal makeup on. Now, your next question probably is mascara. You're right. The Aqua Smoky Extravagant. Now, I did confirm they do still make the Smoky Lash as well as the Aqua Smoky Extravagant. They do still have both available. Again, both links are in the comments below on my last video. You're going to take your mascara wand and you're going to apply. You're going to hold it and you're going to roll it up. Hold, roll, hold, roll. And then you can feather. Now I didn't apply it to my bottom lashes because I did put a drop shadow and I don't want it to be too dark today. Again, I am going for more of my version of a natural on myself, but again, I can't just do more of a natural, how to do a minimal makeup, but this is more of my version of a natural makeup, again, for myself, not for my brides. Last but not least, certainly not least, your lip liner. Now, as I told you before, if you do somewhat of a natural eye, you can do a bold lip. I've got, again, more of that natural colored eye. I can do a bold lip. Because it's Monday and I feel like I want to stay on that natural trend, I'm going to use androgyny. I know all of you are dying to know what androgyny looks like. Now, androgyny, I don't really need a lip liner for, so I'm not going to apply one. What I'm going to tell you, though, is that I do love to use a brush to apply my lipsticks, or at least my Jeffree Star Cosmetic lipsticks. This is how the wands look on our Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I could apply using just that, but I want more precision using a brush. Now the brush I'm using to apply this is Makeup Designory brush number 310. It's got a pretty thin tip so that you can actually do precision around your lips as if you're applying a lip liner, but really aren't. This is a full face makeup, again, my version of natural. Can't stress that enough. Don't think that this is a natural makeup. This is not a natural makeup. This is not an everyday makeup for most people. This is an everyday makeup for myself. I've grown up doing my makeup for many, many years since I was 13 years old. So what I feel is natural for myself may not be natural for you. If there's something that you want to see, please, please, I cannot stress enough to comment below so that I know what you're looking to see. Now, I'm gonna go over some of these things real quick with you. These are my lip pencils. These are all NYX pencils. These are Makeup Designory pencils. I've got everything from reds to neutrals to whites to browns. I've got an eyelash curler in here. I personally don't use this for myself. I've got long lashes and I wear false lashes most of the time, so I don't really need this, but I do use this on my brides. I do use this on clients for prom, but I've got multiple different ones for any kind of color, need, whatever it may be. You can also use eye pencils to do your lip liner. I do have also a NARS mascara. I love NARS. NARS is a phenomenal line. I can't say that I'm totally a fan of their mascara wand, but I do love the way that it goes on. I love the way that it looks. I love that it doesn't clump. and I love how natural it looks and that it stays on for all day. Again, I have another Makeup Forever color. This one is number 168. Absolutely gorgeous. They did give me a little sample of step 1. It's for redness. It's the green one. Don't forget, they have multiple different ones for any kind of face shape, any kind of skin tone, whatever it may be that you're trying to hide. They also have sparkly glitter for your eyes if you want to use something like this. Don't hesitate to use it if you like just a glitter instead of a shadow. It makes for a beautiful look. Also, one more quick thing I want to touch on. I don't know if I've told any of you, but I do carve pumpkins for Halloween time. I know it's early to be talking about. These are foam pumpkins. They will not rot on you. They will last you forever. I can do any design you want, anything. I do sell them. If you're interested, please let me know what you're looking for. I'm planning on doing a couple of videos on how I carve them and watching me carve them just so you can see how I do them. But this is my Freddy Krueger one, and then I also have Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th. I have Sam from Trick or Treat. I have Chucky from Child's Play. I have the original Pennywise, Michael Myers, and the Michael Myers original pumpkin. So if there's anything you want to see me carve, if there's any kind of makeups you want me to do, if there's any kind of hair tutorials or any kind of foiling techniques that you want to see, please comment below. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. See you guys soon.